Hello guys, and welcome to my new series about the Crank Pack and all its mods in it. It's kind of a mod showcase, kind of tutorial, but today we're going to be doing the basics of Tinkers. So yeah, sorry for the frame lag lately, I don't know why. But basically, so we'll start off, as well as all the shizzle, there's a few basic things Tinkers adds to the game. Let me see if I can go find one. There are some generated structures that come in the form of slime islands, which I haven't actually found any, but I'll go back to my test area. They basically contain the slime pools and also the slime glass and the slime trees. These slime pools spawn these blue slimes, which give you the congealing blue slime, which is used for some of the Tinker stuff. So also it has a chance of spawning a king slime, which will drop a yellow heart and certain slime materials. Yeah, that was just a sword I made for that job. Right, so we start off with the basics. Today we're going to be doing all about smelting and basic Tinkers. So when you spawn in, you'll start with 3 books. This one you want to keep. These 2, but this one we'll focus on. This is all about the Tinkers materials and what you can use in Tinkers. All this we're going to be going over. So put that back. So the first thing you need to make, or you don't need, but you want to make, is a crafting station, just by putting a crafting table in there. This will just keep it in there when you let go, instead of a normal crafting bench, which if you put, oh, where'd that go? If you put something in a normal crafting bench and leave it, it'll fall out. Not so in here. Right. The second thing is you'll need a blank pattern made by sticks and wood, so not a big deal. Then we move on to the tool station, crucial for making these tools, such as the cutlass, which has a special recipe which isn't included, which I don't really know. So, but then you can use this to make the tool forge, which opens up a lot of different tools to play with. You also need the stencil table, the part builder, and the pattern chest. Pattern chest is optional, but it's a good thing to have. So eventually you'll want a setup like this. Not necessarily that chest, just so you want your tool forge, which will allow you to make all these tools, because you've got the hammer, which makes a 3x3 area when you're breaking things, a lumber axe, which is basically like the tree capacitator mod, and so on. These really quirky tools like a frying pan and stuff, which is what we're going to be making today. So you want to make some of these patterns. So all you do is put a blank pattern in the stencil table, and it will craft you a pattern. You can go through the patterns like that, and it will show you different patterns. So we're going to be making a saucepan, so you can store these in the pattern chest, and you can also access pattern chests from normal chests. I mean crafting tables. With these, you want to put them in this part builder. You notice it says material cost 0.5. That's how much of an item it will make you use. The easiest one is just to make stone, because there's abundance of it in the world. So it will give you a stone shard, because that's 0.5 material. And if you wanted to make another one, you'd put this stone shard in there, and it would make, because that was 0.5. Okay. And then if I put that in there, it will do the same with that. Right. So then we move on to the smeltery. I'll explain how you build one in a minute. But the first thing you'll need is gold or aluminum brass. These will help you make actual stencils or casts. So all you do is you right click on a casting table with whatever you want, and then right click the faucet, and it will fill it up with gold. And then you'll get one of these casts. And then if you go back to the controller, click on iron to move it to the bottom, then do it again, it will give you an iron saucepan. So there's loads of different Tinker's materials, such as the main new ones are cobalt and ardite found in the nether, and they're very hard to obtain, but they're very hard tools. So, and I'll show you in a minute the best ones in the game. Sorry for the frame rate drops again. Do your mind. There you go. So, and then we'll make a cast for this. Put some more iron at the bottom. So, make that. So when you've got both parts, you just go back to the tool forge. You put both parts in their place. Oh, where's my iron one? And click on whatever you want. And do it. To name it, you'll need to put a modifier on it, or I think you can craft it, so let's call it pan. Pan. It'll be named when you craft it, or when you modify it, not after, not before. So, these also, let's just quickly go over the materials. Alumite is the fastest. Its mining speed is one of the quickest. Let me just check I'm right. Yep. So it's got one of the quickest mining speeds about. Cobalt is the most damage. And then Manilium is the strongest. I should be right on that. So then we move on to actually crafting the smeltery. This is easy way to double your ores. So as I put 9 in there, so I filled up all these slots and got 18 back. So that's an easy way to double it. The first thing you'll need is to get some grout. Let me just do times a day. So to get grout, you need sand, clay, and gravel. Craft that. You need to put in a furnace or any other cooking device, and that will slowly make these seared bricks. Or brick. These are seared bricks. These are crucial components to making all these parts of the smeltery. By the way, every one bit will turn into 2, I think. No, I'm wrong. I'm sorry. No, every one formation equals 2 grout. So just bear that in mind. So the first thing you'll need to craft is a smeltery controller. I've got all my stuff in here, so I'll get my hopper. So you need all this stuff eventually. So yeah, to make the smeltery controller, you need a furnace shape with seared bricks. To make, oh, I've got 2 in there. Right. Right. I think I know what that was for. Right. I'll fix this now. Right. If you put the same formation with some glass in the middle, it makes a seared tank. And when you're crafting these, they will give you the mighty smelting. This will be your next guide to all this. There's a third book, but I can't remember how you obtain it. You also need a drain. Some seared bricks. Minimum is, I think, let me think. Don't know. I'll get back to you on that one. So, you got seared bricks. You also need a faucet. A tank there. So you can craft seared glass because it looks cool. A casting table. And a casting basin. So, I'll build one quickly on camera for you, and then I think that's the mod showcase over. So basically, the simplest smeltery you can make is first a 3x3 on the floor. Then, you'll need to make the next layer up. So, I'm just crafting the simplest. You can build this as high as you want, and that will increase the amount you can smelt at once. So this only does 9. If you add another layer, it will do like 12, so on, so on. So you'll need to put your controller next to a seared tank. the seed tank needs to be filled with lava. Here you go. So basically, I tend to fill in the bottom ones because it looks good, but you also need a, have I got on me? Yeah, a smeltery drain. This will allow you to get things in and out your smeltery. So you can put either a casting table or a casting basin under that. Put that there, and that will allow you, this allows you to take blocks out as well. So, and then you just complete the rest of it with whatever block you want. Well, it has to be from Tinkers, like it has to be the seared brick or the chiseled seared brick or seared glass or so on and so on. Right. You know your smeltery has come to life when this turns like to a flaming animation. If I had my particles on, which I'll do now, do settings particles. It should be flaming, yes. I just keep them low so I can record at a higher FPS. So that's the basics of Tinkers. There's a lot more you can do. So please like, rate, and subscribe, and post in the comments what part of a mod or what mod you want me to showcase next. But for now, see you later. Bye bye.